Hi YouTube, it's Narissa, and today I'm going to do the YouTube Pagan Challenge 2018. And if we have seen my first one, I am doing animal totems and guides, and this will be the letter B. Okay, I put together a little deal on the badger. Nobody messes with the badger, okay? He is something else. So I wanted to do the badger because I have a fascination for him. Not that I want to pet one or anything, but I have a fascination for the badger. I think his little quirks and the way he reacts to things is adorable. In an aggressive sort of way. They're hilarious. Anyhow, so let's get along with the badger. Ready? The badger. Let's put a picture up for you. Isn't he cute and fluffy? See that? Badgers puff up like that when they're startled. Okay? They get 2 times the size. They are a shock factor animal. But they can back up anything that they decide that they want to start. These right here are what these are what we have here in the United States with the white nose and the white cheeks. They're called the silver tips. A little fun fact about the badger. This is kind of interesting. They are nocturnal, but they try to avoid the moonlight, simply because when the moonlight shines upon them, their silver in their coats kind of glow and it makes them look white, so they're easily seen. Okay, they try to be the less conspicuous of the group. They don't like to announce themselves unless they're startled. Then they announce themselves, and usually whoever gets introduced is pretty much gone. They fear basically nothing. They fear nothing. They are very aggressive, growly, barky attitude. Badgers can be very mean. The badger is, he ranges through Europe, Asia, from Ireland to China. We have them here in America. It's one of the most elusive mammals. As I said, the American badger is called the silver tip, and these are tough little fighters. They will fight. It surprises you that the dachshund, weenie dogs, are used to hunt and pull pull badgers out of a burrow. It's very interesting to see this happen. I know it's, but that's what those dogs were bred for. The badger is nocturnal. It is a carnivore. His main diet is usually earthworms and bugs, but he will eat small rodents, rabbits, and so forth. If they catch them, they're had. He is a mammal. All right. They're magical. What they put off as is their bold self-expression and reliance. And they are the keeper of stories. Okay. If he shows up, you see him, he's in a dream. This little guy is telling you, you need to examine the situation. You need to get beneath the surface, or to draw upon stories from your past to help you fix the problem that is present in your life. He also will tell you there will be opportunities of development, self-expression, and reliance. Remember, I have to write things down because I stumble on words. If you were to call on this badger, You call on him to teach others your story. In other words, something that you have learned from. You tell somebody, listen, I've done this. I got the t-shirt. You need to watch it. You know, if this is telling you to tell people, no, no, no. Try to listen to my story. I know what's going on with you. I've done this. I've been there. It's also, if you're wanting to call on him, maybe you want to walk at your own path and your own pace. So do what you know is best for you. Okay? Don't listen to those other people. Walk your own path. Keep it in that spot. He's also telling you need grounding. He's also telling you to keep your feet planted and anchor yourself to find courage. These little guys have so much courage. I'm telling you, they fear nothing. Okay, this is kind of hard for me. When I'm explaining these animals, or when you look at an animal, any animal, as a guide or anything like that, really, not just the books that you find like Animal Wise or go to an encyclopedia, read about that animal. You can basically get an idea as to what that animal's life is like. Okay, what he does, how he does it, you know, his good points, his bad points. This is going to give you an idea of what you're seeing in that animal, what that animal is about, whether it's to call upon him or to use him as your totem animal, or if you're seeing him and he's trying to tell you something. This little guy's trying to tell you a story. Okay. And that story is, you need to dwell upon something that's already happened and use that experience in what you're dealing with now. Okay. So that's him. Now, if this is your pair animal, if you take from this animal and he is your spirit guide, and this is what you are like, okay, that you're a power animal, he elevates at grounding, so you can really ground in, and for any circumstance. Okay, this person is highly territorial. It's unafraid to defend your boundaries or anything that is yours, your family, your loved one, your children, your home. This is somebody that's a defender. And by means defending, I mean puffing up and being very aggressive and dangerous. He's determined and focused. Sometimes a tunnel person. They get in that tunnel and they're focused on one thing and that is it. Okay. They're never out of touch or confused. They know their mind. They know their mind. Okay. And no matter if they're in anger or being a normal everyday person, this person is in touch. It knows what it's doing. And it knows what it's doing. This person knows whether it's good or bad, right or wrong. This person knows what they are doing. They are in touch with what they're doing. They're not confused. They don't care what other people think. They care less. They don't give. Better don't give no. F and whatever. I'm trying not to cuss because I would like to try to keep this family friendly. There's no hesitation in warding off any type of attack. Okay. This person can also be very unsociable. He's also a loner, or she's a loner, but these people are both passive and aggressive. They can be both at the same time, and it is very confusing for the other person, not them. They know what they're doing. All right. This person is a physical protector. They get very physical about protecting what is theirs. They also are very good with strength by intimidation. Because of if you think about it, the badger puffs up, he growls, he snarls when he's surprised. So he gets, rah, and everybody goes, woo. So sometimes they are very, their strength is their intimidation. But don't forget, that intimidation can be backed up. This person can back that up. These people are usually a bodyguard. Somebody that's a bodyguard. And I mean the kind in the black suit with next to the president kind of bodyguard. These bodyguards are very on it. Somebody that is in the services, the armed forces, the Marines, anything that has to do with fighting for what they believe. All right. Now, not just the aggressive type fighting. If a person was to fight for somebody's rights, like women's rights or anything like that, that's also the kind of person you would see as a badger spirit animal. Somebody that's in the police force, along that line. So we look at the badger. The badger is, he's very protective. He will stand up. He will not, he's the bouncer. Okay. You go to a bar, get into some situation, altercation. Who's the big guy that comes out at you? It's the badger. He is not to be messed with. Okay. But also, even in intellectual situations, a person can be a badger. So don't think of this as just, the physical. They're also very, very, they know what they're doing. They know what path they're on, and they know that they're not confused, and they will use their intelligence and whatever they know to aggressively get a point through. So that's on the badger today. I'm very excited. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I pulled out my old encyclopedias. I do want to let you guys know what these are. I've had these were my mother and father's. I remember them being in my back room since I was a child. And I'm telling you, I'm almost 50. Okay, these have been around for a while. I'm going to see if I can find a date. But they are the International Wildlife Encyclopedia. And there's volumes. I've got 21 volumes. Let's see if I can. (1969). I was born in 68. So when I was a child, this is when these appeared in my homestead, my mom and dad's house. Let's see here. It just says General Editors, Marshall Cavendish Corporation, New York. Let's get an idea. There's no, it's a set of encyclopedias. Printed in Great Britain, Library of Congress catalog, card number 78-98713. I am sure that these are no longer in print, but I absolutely love this set. I go to it quite often. I'm a big animal freak. So, okay, a little bit on some, it was me puppy dogs. It's okay. My puppy dogs hear banging and stuff, and they think somebody's at the door. I'm sure they'll start barking before too long at the leaf floating down the road. Oh, it's snowing here. Oh, about an inch. It's beautiful outside. It's all white. I love the winter. I know people don't like the winter, but I do. Just a couple of days ago, I got up really early. I usually don't get super early up because I'm a night owl. I'm up all night. But I got up early. My husband, it was icy outside. It was real icy. He came home because I had to take my sister-in-law. She has she has MS real bad. And the last doctor's appointment, she had 4 lesions on her brain, and it was getting really bad. So they've put her on cancer treatments to kill the lesions. And I've read up on this. I know people that have been through that, but this is not that kind of cancer treatment. I mean, it's not the whole, but she took some injections. I had to get up and I had to take her to that, and she could not miss it. And I didn't care if it was snowing, icy, or whatever. I was going to get in my hot rod car, and I was going to go to her house and pick her up in her van. Pick her and her van up and take her to the doctor, and we sat for 8 or 9 hours. Well, my husband decided that he didn't want me driving. He thought that, I don't know, I've been driving 2 years longer than he has. Pfft. Oh wait, I'm trying to get to the story. Squirrel. Oh my God. He hollers at me and he goes, "Jola, Jola, Jola, come here." And I go running out to the kitchen, and we look out the window, and there's a hawk sitting on our back fence. Now, we live in a small town, but there's hawks everywhere. But, you know, hawks, they usually have one specific area, and you'll find one hawk in that, you know, maybe a mile circumference area. There was a hawk on our back fence. Now, the hawks that we usually see are the red-tailed hawks. They're good sized. I mean, huge, beautiful. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Hawk is one of my favorite birds next to the owl. But hawk is one of my favorites. So I had a visitor. I had a hawk. And I got to looking at it closer, but it wasn't a red-tailed hawk. It wasn't what I thought it was. And I thought, well, there's like, I don't know how many species of hawk. Loads and loads and loads. So I got to looking at it, and I thought, well, maybe it's a Cooper's hawk. And then there was another hawk that I thought it was. And then I got to, in my encyclopedias and in my Birds of Kansas book, and I think it was a red-tailed hawk. But it wasn't a red tail because it was a female. They don't have the big red vibrant tails. They're all just the browns and blacks, and, you know, because of the dark face. So that spurred me on the hawk. I had to go in, I had to look it up and make sure that I knew what I was seeing. And he was telling me something. And it was very interesting. And I did have to chase him off. I have little dogs. I didn't want him sticking around my backyard, killing my squirrels, killing my bunny rabbits, or going after my little dogs. So I seen a hawk. All right. That's awesome stuff. Yeah. Well, anyhow, so the next letter is C. I haven't made up my mind yet. I was thinking maybe I'll do a bird, or maybe I'll do something that is in the sea. We'll find something along that line. This is Narissa. Bright blessings, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.